Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this Christmas inspired rilakkuma bear. I posted a picture on Instagram and someone said they wanted me to do a tutorial on this. So the things you will need is light brown clay, dark brown, black, white, yellow and red. You can use any paints just in these colours, and I was using Model Magic clay. You can use any clay though. The first thing you're going to do is roll out 3 balls of clay. One that is the biggest, one that is medium size, and one that is the smallest. And they have to be brown. Well, they don't have to be. You can be whatever color you want, but I did brown for this. The next thing you're going to do is just make the head of the bear. So just flatten it down and make it into an oval shape. And then you're going to make 2 ears for the bear. Flutter them down a little bit too. After that, you're going to make the body, and with the body, I kind of had to do it more than once because I had long nails while doing this, and long nails and doing craft at the same time is really hard, so yeah. So what you're going to do is just make an oval type shape, and you're going to split a little section down at the bottom of it and make 2 little legs. This area doesn't need to like have no creases in it because you're going to put the white paint for the tummy on it, so don't worry if you get any creases on it. It's not, you're not going to see it. Once you're finished making that, you're just going to connect that to the head. And here, as you can see, well not now, but I made the sides of the bear's torso area wider because when he's wearing the coat, you'll have something to support it onto the body. So there I am showing you this shape that I have created. And now I am taking the dark brown, and this is for the little hoodie, the top hoodie that he's wearing and the coat down the bottom. So just make a long snake and make the middle of the snake thicker so it looks like he's just wearing a hoodie and the sides of it is smaller. So just flatten that down onto the head. And make sure it's rounded and not like square. Now for the coat, you're just going to make sort of teardrop oval shapes, and you're going to connect them onto each side of the body. As I said before, when you're making this, you can use any clay. You can use polymer clay if you have that, but if you're working with paint, make sure you bake the clay and then paint it, otherwise you're gonna end up with a mess, because you can't put acrylics or any paint into the oven. But if you do have liquid clay, liquid Sculpey clay, you can do that and mix it with a bit of chalk pastel if you wanted to use polymer clay and not bake it first. So here I am just making the little yellow ovals for the inside of the ear. And you're just going to press that onto the ear. And here I am now making the little boots. For the boots, you just want to make little oval shapes and just put them on the little feet. For the top of the boots, there's going to be a white stripe. You can either do this in clay or paint. For the video, I wanted to show you guys that you can do it in paint, but for the original little rilakkuma bear that I made, I did it in clay. But in this video I just did it in paint. I tried to do it in clay, but I just found it kind of hard to do it in clay because I didn't have the same tools that I did have when I made the other one. To line the coat with the fur, you're just going to first place down a long thin snake of white clay, and then you're gonna go in with any sort of needle or sharp tool, like a toothpick or anything. I just used a needle in this case. And you're just gonna go in a circular motion. You're just gonna kind of tear up the white clay to make it look somewhat fluffy, and that's gonna give it an effect of the fluff around the coat. When you're doing this, you don't have to be neat with the long snake of white clay, because you're gonna mess it up anyway, and it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. So here I am showing you what I'm using. I'm using just a normal sewing needle. You can use anything that's sharp. This video is speeded up, just so you know. I'm not doing it like super fast. It did take me around 20 minutes to do this, but I timed it. Like I speeded it up by 2, so. So as you can see, I've been bringing new videos onto my channel of craft and drawings and my room and music. I started off as doing just music videos, and then I went on to drawing and all that. I'm just wondering what you guys like the best, like if you want me to just keep a mixture of all or just stick to one thing. I really enjoy doing craft and drawing and all that stuff. I did like doing music. I still like it, but I just find it a bit hard to do with like copyright issues on YouTube, and I've already got a copyright strike, so I don't really want to take the risk anymore of making music and all that stuff. So that's why I'm doing more craft related videos, and plus I enjoy doing craft related videos. So here I am making the antlers, and for the antlers I just made a darker color of brown by mixing some black clay and the already dark brown clay I had. For the antlers, it's a bit tricky because they're so thin and small. You're just gonna roll out little stubby kind of snakes, and you're gonna attach them to the top of the head. To help me attach the antlers, I sometimes picked it up with a needle and put it on the top of the head, because I found that the needle would stick to the clay, so I could just put it on really easily. As you can see, I'm using the needle here to put on the little side kind of branch of the antler. You want to make sure everything's pushed down, especially with this clay. It's a very lightweight clay, so things do break off very easily. Here I am now making the snort area of the nose, whatever it's called, the white part. This part is just a oval of white clay, and you're just gonna stick that onto the face. You don't have to do this, but this is just the rilakkuma look. And here I am making the bow, so you're just gonna make 2 even sized teardrop shapes, and then you're gonna make a little circle shape to be in the middle of the bow. And to make the little indents in the bow, I just used a needle and rolled the back of it onto the parts where I thought the indents would be on a regular bow. Ignore my head there. I didn't realize that was the camera. But anyway. So here I am just adding the middle of the bow, and you're just gonna push it down. and I'm adding, because he's wearing that hood on his head, it's like a reindeer kind of coat hood, and I just added the reindeer's nose. So now I'm moving on to adding the paint. As I said before, you can use any paint. I'm just using some of the fabric paint. The black paint didn't end up working, so I just went on to acrylic paint. You can use any paint. Usually I use the tubes because it's easier to control the paint, but you can use acrylic paint or anything. So here I am just using a thin paintbrush to paint on the details of the face and everything. There's the reindeer's face. I don't work so well with paintbrushes, so that's why I messed up a little bit. So here I am just using the fabric paint in white to do the stomach, and I'm just filling up the stomach area, and as I said before, you're gonna cover all the creases on there, so that's why it's good, so you don't have to be super neat. And now I'm just gonna paint the little star on his coat. So here's the comparison between the two. As you can see, the one I made in the tutorial, some of the colors of the clay is darker and all that. But I mean, like when you make another replica of another thing, it's never going to turn out the same. So yeah. And now I'm just painting the white stripe of the boots. And then you're done with the little clay piece of rilakkuma in a Christmas little coat. I do realize it's not Christmas. Christmas is already past, but you know, the year's not finished, so yeah. I would have filmed this video earlier, but I didn't really have that much time, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Comment down below if you want to see any more videos like this or any other tutorials like this. Hope you enjoyed the video, as I said before, but anyway, see you in the next one. Bye!